Nigeria, like many African countries, is a nation of young people. With an average age of 18 years, Nigeria boasts of one of the youngest populations globally, and more than 60% of Nigerians are under the age of 25. With this huge population comes the challenge of unemployment and underemployment. According to the Nigerian National Bureau of Statistics, about 27% of Nigerians are unemployed. The worst hit is young people between the ages of 15 to 24. With over 14 million currently unemployed. That is a staggering 40% unemployment rate. Experts have agreed that technical and vocational education, which prepares students to work in various jobs such as trade, craft, and technology, can help create millions of jobs for Nigerian youths.
Science and technology is the backbone of industrialization, and we don't expect the world to wait for us. Manufacturing, even trade and commerce, all of these has some international language. You cannot be talking about buying and selling the way it is today, where Amazon is doing something else and e-commerce have become order of the day.
One of the key institutions training youths in technical and vocational education in Nigeria is the Abia State Polytechnic in Aba, the biggest city in Abia State and one of the key commercial centers in Nigeria.
Abia State Polytechnic, as much as I do know, is an educational institution set up by the Abia State government with the primary objective of furthering or advancing the technological potentials of Aba and Abia State as a whole.
Abia State Polytechnic is an institution that has been created in order to produce people who can be able to come out to contribute to the industrial development of this country.
Abia Poly is an institution where you can achieve all that you need in future.
Abia State Polytechnic is an institution where somebody can be somebody. It's an institution where you will be the best out of everything.
Recognized as a premier institute of technical and vocational training, students at Abia State Polytechnic can study towards their pre-national diploma, national diploma, and higher national diploma certificates from the School of Business and Management, School of Engineering and Technology, School of Environmental Design and Technology, School of General Studies and Communication Technology. Students at Abia State Polytechnic learn from trained and qualified faculty. They also get access to well-equipped laboratories and workshops that enable them to practice what they are taught.
Well, this is a studio lab where we train students on planning issues. We take students to the field. So after taking them to the field, we gather that. After gathering the data, we come to this table you are seeing here, then they put them in practice.
Any course that involves practical, they'll come over here to do their practicals, such like machine tool, make 114, and all the rest of them. Or any course that involves practical, this is their workshop.
We have so many machines that we use to work on the vehicle. It's done by some mechanical students, by a group of students doing their projects. So they're able to achieve the project by converting a tricycle to a four-way drive. So as you can see, look at the steering and other things. If you look at it, you see that everything here is okay. And look at the four tires. So you will be able to change the frame, convert it from that tricycle to normal four-way drive.
This is the Abia State Polytechnic E-Library. Here is where we'll have students come to browse materials from the library. In this electronic library, we have about 70 systems and the server. We also hooked to the internet, and we have a database that has up to 1 million journals and 3 million e-books, e-journals and e-books. Students are allowed to access these e-books and e-journals when they have time to come to the e-library.
With a combination of qualified lecturers, inspired students and equipped laboratories, Abia State Polytechnic has become a center for innovation and excellence in Nigeria.
In food science, we basically focus on making sure that food is very, very good for consumers, right from the farm to the table where you consume the food. So our aim objective is to make sure that that food is free from health hazards, removing toxic substances that may cause dangers to health. I'm a student of physics and electronics. Yes, so right here in physics and electronics, they help us, they teach and they educate us on electronical practicals. So with what I've seen, I love the world of electronics. With what I've seen, I also love the world of instrumentation. You know, they just expose us to different parts, different aspects. We also do stuff like principle of communication, where we learn about antennas, so you can work in a telecommunication company and all of that. So I really like my stay here in Abia State Polytechnic. I really do. I love it.
As part of their training, students at the institution have produced practical solutions to some of the challenges we have in Nigeria. Today, one of such innovations is a light-emitting diode or LED light bulb that is both long-lasting and can save energy costs.
These LED bulbs, which are quite energy-saving bulbs, they save more energy, better than our normal compact fluorescent tube, the normal energy bulb that we call the spiral bulb. So down here, the students use this laboratory to practice and produce these LED bulbs. This is one of the bulbs we have produced. So let me test it. Actually, this is 15 watts and the illumination is quite bright, more than the normal 15 watts we have in the market, because we took our time to check, measure and make sure it's up to 15 watts and there are no losses.
This bulb, no matter how you throw it, no matter the hard surface, it can never break. For instance, I want to throw it to the ground now. It cannot break. The lifespan of this bulb is about 25 years.
We developed a software in this department. We call the software Smart Home. That's it. This is an Android phone. We installed the software Smart Home. Okay. Welcome to Smart Home. This is the software. It was designed by a few students. This is supervised by myself, Engineer Yamake. So this is a software. So the software is just linked to a hardware that now switches on or off. Maybe the devices you have maybe in any space. Let me turn on the clock turned on successfully. And the shelf lights. Okay. Turn. The shelf is turned off. Shelf turned on successfully. Students design the software, design the hardware. There is a hardware linking this software through Bluetooth.
Students at Abia State Polytechnic have the opportunity to learn entrepreneurial skills that can serve them well after their education.
In the center, we train students on how to be self-sufficient, the employers of labor, by giving them skills.
As part of the entrepreneurial program, students learn practical skills like hair making, fashion design, bead making, and many other skills. Students also learn how to make many household supplies.
And right here we make liquid soap, we make Isa, we make Dettol. Yes, we produce perfumes also. Even Vim, the one they use in washing back of pots and all of that. So it's being produced right here in Abia State Polytechnic. Thank you.
Abia State Polytechnic is located in the heart of Aba, a commercial city that is known as the fashion, leatherworks, and fabrication capital of southeast Nigeria. With an increasing student population, the institution is in the process of relocating to a permanent campus in a serene location along near the city. Work is already ongoing in this permanent site and students will begin to relocate to that campus over the next few years. Education for employment is critical as the number of young people in Nigeria continues to increase. At Abia State Polytechnic, we provide the best technical and vocational training for young people and also equip them with the entrepreneurial skills they need to excel.
We know that in the world today, whether anybody wants to believe it or not, technology appears to be driving everything about living today. That's the way it is. So we cannot be left behind. And we believe that repositioning Abia State Polytechnic to now actually play the roles of what the founding fathers set it up is our mission. Our vision is that when this is done, Abia State Polytechnic will be able to reorient our people, both far and near, on the need to use what one has to become whatever one wants to have. And that is to help imbue them, equip them with the necessary skills, necessary technological skills.
I want to see the signature of Abia State Polytechnic across the length and breadth of not only Abia State, but indeed Nigeria. So I want to see Abia State Polytechnic making this kind of contribution to the overall growth of the Nigerian rail sector. Not only in Abia State, but in Igbo land and indeed in Nigeria.
Visit our website today at abiastatepolytechnic.edu.ng or reach out to us through our social media channels for more information. Or you can visit us today at our temporary campus along Aba Owerri Road in Aba, and we will be glad to talk with you about our institution and the potential that abounds.